Hello everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless Soapy Stories channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Y&R spoilers. Mariah sues Cole, the courtroom bombshell that exposes his darkest secret. In the coming weeks on The Young and the Restless, a storyline takes shape that will send shockwaves through Genoa City and shake the foundations of several families. It's the battle no one saw coming, and the person at the center of it all is Mariah Copeland, who is about to go head-to-head with someone everyone thought was reformed, Cole Howard. The legal action is sudden. The motives? Complex. And the secret Cole's been hiding? So earth-shattering. It could destroy the Newmans, the Abbotts, and unravel decades of hidden truths. Cloud with lightning, how it begins, a suspicious pattern. It all starts when Mariah and Tessa return from Portland, fresh off a music gig and planning to settle down again in Genoa City with baby Aria. Things seem peaceful until Mariah overhears a hushed conversation between Cole Howard and Claire Grace at Crimson Lights. Something about destroying the records before Mariah finds them raises red flags. Mariah, never one to sit on suspicion, begins to dig. And what she uncovers shocks her to her core. Cole, the literary-minded, quiet-spoken ex-lover of both Victoria and Nikki, has been hiding more than just his mysterious return. He has a history with the late Ian Ward's cult, more than anyone ever knew. More importantly, he was involved in a confidential guardianship proceeding that directly connects to Aria's birth mother. And somehow, he altered documents years ago that could impact the legal standing of Mariah and Tessa's adoption of Aria. Balance scale, the legal bombshell. Mariah takes Cole to court. Fueled by betrayal and terrified of losing her daughter, Mariah does the unthinkable. She sues Cole Howard in family court. Not only for fraud and interference in adoption proceedings, but also to legally compel him to testify under oath about what he did. The entire courtroom is stunned when Mariah walks in with powerhouse attorney Michael Baldwin, who agrees to represent her after hearing the full story. Cole, shocked and defensive, denies everything. But as evidence mounts, emails, deleted files, and testimony from a former notary public in Oregon, it becomes clear that Cole's past is darker than anyone imagined. Collision: Cole's secret, revealed in court. On day 3 of the trial, Mariah's legal team drops the bomb, a sealed deposition from 18 years ago, in which Cole admitted under oath to helping a young, scared mother falsify records to place her child in hiding. That child?
Aria.
Why did Cole do it? The testimony says he believed the baby was in danger of being exploited by powerful people. But who are those people? Mariah forces the court to unseal the full file, and the connection becomes clear. Cole once worked closely with Ian Ward. In the final months of Ian's manipulation campaign, he convinced Cole that the Newmans were planning to adopt babies through shady private networks. Cole thought he was saving Aria, but in fact, he had been helping cover up Ward's trafficking ring. The courtroom gasps. Cole is shell-shocked. Even worse, new DNA tests reveal that Cole might be Aria's biological grandfather, through a daughter he never knew he had, who was once held captive in the same cult as Mariah. Fire fallout across Genoa City. The courtroom war spirals into a citywide scandal. Tessa breaks down, fearing they could lose custody of Aria if Cole is revealed as a biological relative and chooses to assert parental rights. Sharon supports Mariah but warns her. If you destroy him, you may destroy more than you realize. Victoria confronts Cole. You lied to me. About everything. Were you ever really out of that cult's influence? Claire Grace, shaken, questions her own connection to Cole. You said we shared blood. Were you protecting me or using me? Victor, of course, steps in. He offers to make this go away, but Mariah refuses. This is about my daughter, not your legacy. DNA: the next secret. Cole's hidden child. In a final twist, the court orders a deeper investigation into Cole's past, and what they find stuns everyone. Years ago, during Cole's time abroad, he fathered a child with a woman who was part of Ian Ward's commune. That child disappeared after birth, placed into a hidden network of families. The woman died shortly after. But now, all signs point to the truth. That child was Aria's birth mother, which means Cole is Aria's biological grandfather. Tears stream down Mariah's face when she realizes the full implication. Her adopted daughter is connected to a man who nearly destroyed her life and now threatens to tear apart her family all over again. Classical building, final day of trial. A shocking verdict. On the final day in court, both sides deliver impassioned speeches. Mariah, standing tall, "You can't just rewrite history because you're remorseful now. Children aren't chess pieces. My daughter deserves to be protected, not passed around between people trying to correct their past sins." Cole, broken. "I thought I was doing the right thing. I was trying to protect an innocent child from a monster, and I became the very thing I feared." The judge rules that Aria remains under the permanent, legal custody of Mariah and Tessa, citing her well-being and the emotional trauma that further disruption would cause. But he does not exonerate Cole. The judge formally censures Cole, opens a federal review into his past dealings, and refers the case to law enforcement for potential charges of fraud and interference with federal guardianship laws. Broken heart aftermath. Cole leaves town. Cole, disgraced and reeling, disappears from public view. Victoria rejects him. Claire avoids him. Jack and Diane, stunned by his actions, cut ties. In a quiet scene at Chancellor Park, he writes a letter, one to Aria, one to Mariah. He places them on the bench with a red tulip, his mother's favorite flower. "I was lost," the letter says, "but I never meant to bring others down with me. If there's ever a day you want to know the truth, I'll be waiting. Somewhere quieter than this city ever was." Redheart, Mariah, and Tessa reclaim peace. In the final scenes, Mariah, Tessa, and Aria are seen walking hand-in-hand down the Crimson Lights sidewalk. It's peaceful, hopeful. Mariah, "We're not just survivors. We're stronger than their secrets." Tessa, "And we'll never let them touch her." Aria giggles as birds fly overhead, a symbol of freedom, love, and the future she'll grow into. One that's no longer haunted by Cole's choices, but shaped by the strength of two mothers who fought for her with everything they had. Firecracker, next week on YNR. Victor receives a sealed package from Cole, containing a list of cult members still active. Tessa gets a surprise offer from Devin, a song deal inspired by their journey. Sharon confides in Nick that she thinks Mariah might be slipping into obsession again. Mariah finds a new thread in the mail. "Your daughter belongs to us." Chance opens a formal investigation into Dumas and Cole's dealings with Ian Ward. Claire uncovers her birth records and realizes she might not be who she thought she was.